and welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for being here. Today we're going to talk about the top neighborhoods in Beaufort County around Hilton Head, Bluffton area. And we are super excited to bring you this information today. But also, if you're new to the channel here, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss a single video about what it's like to live, work, and play here in Hilton Head Island. All right, so as I said, today we are going to cover the top neighborhoods on Hilton Head, specifically in Beaufort County. The whole area there really has just changed immensely over the last couple of years, not with just the pandemic, but people working from home. Now choosing to work at the beach is certainly more of a thing now than it has been in the past. So today I thought it would be really helpful and useful to review some of the top neighborhoods on Hilton Head, as well as Beaufort County in general. A lot of people moving for a lot of different reasons, but certainly families now have the option to move. So I just want to give you a quick little overview here of the geographic areas that we're talking about, because if you're not familiar with the island, or certainly if you're not familiar with the channel here, you may not know exactly the areas we're talking about. So this is Hilton Head Island, looks like a shoe or a foot, if you will. But one of the areas that we're going to be talking about is right here in Palmetto Dunes. It's called Leamington, and it's actually one of the more family-friendly communities, as well as Hilton Head Plantation up here. Let's zoom in a little bit if we can. There we go. There we go. And so, I think a lot of people will look at these different areas and think, is this somewhere I can raise a family? It's a very resort-driven island and area. So is this something that, we talk about a couple different things when we talk about raising a family, or what appeals to most people. And certainly, for many, many years, Hilton Head was known as a resort, or as a retirement, area, if you will, where people would permanently retire, or, split time between wherever they were coming from and Hilton Head, and bounce back and forth. But now with work from home, a lot more people are considering just permanently moving there. And so again, I thought it would be really helpful to just show you guys real quickly on a map the two areas that we're talking about today. And specifically, we're talking about these because they're the largest areas. So, again, Leamington really has more of a traditional neighborhood, if you will. You're kind of away from some of the resort traffic. Obviously, it's a very small island, so you're going to run into tourists. You're going to run into people that are just visiting or on vacation. But in terms of a typical neighborhood feel, and you feel this when you drive into Hilton Head Plantation or into Leamington when you're looking at property, they just feel like your normal traditional neighborhood. And so that's why we wanted to mention them here today. In addition, if you're looking just to vacation, resort communities, kind of from that angle or from that perspective, if you will, Palmetto Dunes, as well as Sea Pines, two of the probably most popular of the two for sure on the entire island. There are other pockets, there are other areas, especially for short-term rentals, that have exploded over the last 2 or 3 years here. But when you're talking about resort communities for tennis and golf and water activities, there's just so much to do in both Palmetto Dunes as well as Sea Pines. So that's why they're listed as the top two. They're by far the largest. When it comes to waterfront, if you're into fishing and boating and that type of stuff, again, a little bit different idea, but we think that Wexford as well as Port Royal offer the best opportunity for, waterfront activities and being in that type of community, if that's really important to you. So just a quick note there. But, again, when we talk about raising a family, the great schools, both public and private, that are on the island, of course, the University of South Carolina is right down the road in Beaufort. But there's just a ton of opportunities and a ton of things that just have kind of cropped up over the last, say, 5 to 10 years that make Hilton Head and Beaufort County specifically significantly more attractive to young families. And I think that's why a lot more families are starting to move to this area. And finally, of course, we want to mention Bluffton, because Bluffton is a wonderful place to raise a family. Obviously not on the island, but if you can't afford to be on the island, or if you're looking for, more recreation activities that maybe aren't water related or aren't tennis or golf related, Bluffton definitely may be a better option for you, as well as the wonderful schools that are there as well. And it was also listed as one of the top 10 places to live in South Carolina and to raise a family. So, Hilton Head, Bluffton, we've covered a lot of these areas in significantly greater depth, all in the different playlists here on the channel. So again, if you haven't yet subscribed, make sure that you do that and that you go and check out all the other videos that we've done, especially before you make a move here. But certainly if you're already near Hilton Head or the Bluffton area, anywhere in Beaufort County, and you're thinking about making a move away, we have people that are constantly calling us all the time looking to make a move to the Hilton Head area and to Bluffton and to Beaufort, really all over, as a result of these videos. So if there's ever anything that we can do for you on that front, we can help you out there as well. But hopefully this was valuable. If it was, leave me a comment, or if I missed an area, or if you live in one of these areas and you know of a different area, comment down below. Let me know which one I missed. Or just let me know what other videos you'd like to see here. Hopefully this was valuable, gave you a little bit different perspective. You know, as the prices increase, as the average age increase, you know, it really just changes the whole dynamic of these areas and makes it either more appealing or less appealing to buyers and sellers all over, you know, the low country here in South Carolina. So thanks again for watching. Hopefully you found this valuable, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.